Okay, this video we're going to talk about graphing quadratics from vertex form. So again, here's vertex form. F of x equals a times x minus h squared plus k. All the a, h, and k's again is our transformation stuff, right? Moving horizontally, moving vertically, stretch and compression and reflections with the a. And so we're moving a parabola. So this h and k is it's a key point. It's going to be our vertex. All right, and so vertex form tells us the vertex without doing any work, so it's pretty easy to graph. Again, I believe it's the easiest form to graph from because it tells us the vertex. And then we have two options to get the other points. We can make a table of values, or we could use the pattern of 1, 3, 5, and then combine that with our A, stretching and compressing to alter the 1, 3, 5, and then we know that everything's symmetrical. It should be pretty easy to graph. So we want to graph f of x equals x plus 3 squared minus 4. So a is 1, h is negative 3, and k is negative 4. Again, same with transformations. The h is the opposite of what you see because of the way it's written in the original vertex form. So my vertex is going to be the point negative 3, negative 4. So now I have two options here. I could use the pattern or the table. So what I'll do, I'll show you the pattern first, and then I will confirm it with the table. All right, so my vertex is negative 3, negative 4. Okay, and then my pattern, okay, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 3, over 1, up 5. And again, now we'll use the symmetrical part around the vertex, okay, just to find these other pieces. Okay, and so those are my points. All right, and if I just confirm those points over here, whenever you do a table of values with quadratics, you always want to put the vertex in the middle because we know that the vertex is the center of the graph, right? That lines up with the axis of symmetry. Then you'll go a couple numbers smaller and a couple numbers larger. And so if I plug in negative 2 into this function, negative 2 plus 3 is 1. 1 squared is 1. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. If I plug in negative 1 plus 3 is 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. And since we know it's symmetrical, this one must also be negative 3, and this one must also be 0. So if we just double check our points here, negative 5, 0, negative 4, negative 3, our vertex was already there, negative 2, negative 3, 1, 0. So the table of values matches with our pattern, and now all we have to do is connect our dots. And excuse me, this is challenging with the mouse here. All right. And since I'm not drawing it all the way up to the top, I want to put arrows to direct it. Remember, I could also draw my line all the way to the window frame, and then I wouldn't need the arrows. All right, so that's one example. Let's do another one. Yeah, so now the problem is negative 2 times x minus 1 squared plus 8. So what is the vertex going to be? And so it's going to be hk. Our h is now positive 1, and our k is 8. So our vertex is at the point 1, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now look at our a. Our a is negative 2. So I need to multiply. My pattern is actually going to be down 2, and then down 6, and then down 10. All right, I'm going to take my 1, 3, 5 pattern and multiply it by my scale factor of negative 2. So for my vertex, right, if I go over 1, it's going to be down 2. Over 1, down 6. Over 1, down 10. And then again, I know everything is symmetrical. All right, and so there's my problem is going to be an upside down because the A was negative. All right, and again, I could check that over here. Okay, plug in a couple points less, a couple points bigger. Oops. And we check. So if I plug in 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 squared is 1. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 8 is 6. Again, just following an order of operations. So you could check 2, 6, 0, 6. Okay, I plug in 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 plus 8 is 0. So again, you could check our work there. 3, 0, negative 1, 0. So just go ahead and connect these dots. Again, this one's going to be a lot skinnier than the other one because the A stretched it out. Now this one doesn't need arrows because I drew it all the way to the window frame.